After a season considered the most disastrous in Manchester United's modern history, the question of whether to keep or replace Andre Onana has become hotter than ever. Once expected to be a worthy successor to David De Gea, Onana joined the team with a bag of brilliant performances at Inter Milan. However, after nearly 2 years, he had to go through unprecedented storms in both form and mentality. United's 15th place finish in the Premier League, an unexpected slide, has prompted introspection, and the goalkeeper position has been one of the most closely watched. However, there is no clear indication that Andre Onana will leave this summer. The Cameroonian goalkeeper still has 3 years left on his contract at Old Trafford and has not received an official offer from Saudi Arabia, the most rumored destination for him. According to some sources, Onana is under the impression that he will stay at United next season. In part, this is because there is not yet a strong enough financial or professional incentive for both parties to part way. However, coach Rúben Amorim himself, who was appointed after Erik ten Hag left, was also frank that after such a disastrous season, no player can be sure of his position. That said, Onana's future, while not yet decided, cannot be considered secure. In fact, Onana's performances last season were controversial. There were moments when he showed the true qualities of a modern goalkeeper, launching attacks from the back, coming in and out confidently, good reflexes, but that comes with a lot of individual mistakes, uncertain handling in goal, and risky footwork. When a team is in crisis, a consistent goalkeeper is essential, and Onana, at least this past season, has not provided that feeling. In that context, it is understandable that United would consider alternative option. The question at hand is not should Onana be replaced, but if so, who should be replaced? As there is no shortage of quality and potential in the transfer market right now, ready to step into the goal of one of the biggest clubs in the world. This is a time of prestige, and the list United are eyeing suggests they could well be up to the task in the remainder of the summer transfer window. The first notable name is Emiliano Martinez, the '1 goalkeeper of the Argentina national team, who with Aston Villa reached the top 4 of the Premier League in the 2023-24 season. However, the pressure to comply with the profitability and sustainability regulation (PSR) may force Villa to sell important stars, and Martinez is one of them. With his vast Premier League experience, excellent penalty-saving ability, and cool demeanor in crucial moments, Martinez is an ideal addition if United need a reliable stopper in the short to medium term. Another notable option is AC Milan's Mike Maignan, a French goalkeeper who has proven himself not only in Serie A but also in Europe. Chelsea were reportedly close to completing a deal for Maignan, but the deal fell through when Milan demanded $25 million, a relatively modest price for a world-class goalkeeper. Manchester United, in their current form, could use this opportunity to get into the race. Maignan is not only a ball handler, but also has an impressive footwork, something that saw them sign Onana and something Amorim favors in their system. If Manchester United are looking at a long-term future, Brighton's Bart Verbruggen or PMA's Jun Suzuki are two names that are extremely worthy of consideration. Verbruggen was on United's shortlist in the summer of 2023 before they decided to go for Onana. However, the Dutchman is only 22 years old, has a lot of potential, and still has room to develop. Brighton are not easy to sell, and the fee of £30 million is considered the starting point for negotiations. Jun Suzuki, meanwhile, is a special story. At just 22, the Japanese international turned down a move to Old Trafford last year in favor of regular first-team football. Now, after a stellar season with Parma in Serie A, his value has soared to 40 million. If Manchester United want ready-to-use stability, Villa is the obvious choice. The Belgian, who currently plays for AS Roma, was recently voted Serie A Goalkeeper of the Year for 2024-25, having kept 16 clean sheets in 38 appearances. At 25, Svella is entering his prime as a professional goalkeeper, making him the perfect fit for a rebuilding side like Manchester United. Another young name, perhaps not as well known, is Espanyol's Juan Garcia. Despite being only 24, Garcia has had an impressive season, making a series of saves for the Catalan club. Although he is leaning towards joining Barcelona, Manchester United are keeping a close eye on the situation. If Barca cannot guarantee him a starting place, Garcia could change direction. It's clear that Manchester United are not short of options, but are they willing to let Onana go after just 2 seasons? That's not an easy question to answer. With 3 years left on his contract and no clear break clause, selling Onana could put a dent in their transfer budget. However, when the team falls into a state of having to start from scratch, match, as the media describes, no one is immune to the purge. Onana with a season that has not met expectations could very well be the first on the list of replacements. However, not everyone agrees that goalkeeper is the position United need to replace urgently. Legendary Edwin van der Sar, who was once an excellent goalkeeper for the Red Devils and also Onana's leader at Ajax, spoke up to defend his junior. He's got great strength. He's strong, he's got good reflexes, he's got good footwork, and everything is fine. I'm sure he'll get through it. And van der Sar even asserted, "I don't think the goalkeeping situation needs to be addressed right now." The former Dutchman does not deny that Andre Onana's first year at Old Trafford was inconsistent, but he believes that a dysfunctional defense, an unbalanced midfield, and immense pressure from the media and fans were the bigger reasons. Sometimes it's your performance or the pressure is there, but with the qualities he has, he will be able to play for Manchester United next season. Van der Sar's argument is not without merit. Onana, despite falling short of expectations, has kept 24 clean sheets in 101 appearances for the Red Devils. Not bad considering the team's inconsistent form. But the problem is that Andre Onana's moments of lapses in concentration have come at crucial, even pivotal moments. In September 2023, in the opening Champions League match against Bayern Munich, Onana conceded a weak shot from Leroy Sané, a shot that should have been easily saved by a world-class goalkeeper. That mistake cost United an early goal and a 4-3 aggregate defeat, the start of a forgettable European campaign. 2 months later, against Galatasaray, Onana continued to disappoint with a missed free kick from Hakim Ziyech when he set up the wall incorrectly and reacted too slowly. Notably, in that match, he also made the mistake of passing the ball straight to the opponent's feet, causing his team to concede another goal in a game that they were already in control of. Those mistakes piled up and became inexcusable when in December 2024 against Nottingham Forest, Onana conceded an unbelievable goal from Morgan Gibbs-White's shot straight down the middle of the goal. He dived in the opposite direction. Even the most loyal fans began to question the Cameroonian's confidence and even his basic skills. Onana was again the subject of criticism in April 2025 in a Europa League match against Lyon when he allowed a free kick to be scored by Thiago Almada in a seemingly harmless situation. Ironically, before that match, he had a noisy argument with his former teammate Nemanja Matic, who later mocked him as one of the worst goalkeepers in United's history. While many have called for Onana to leave immediately, coach Rúben Amorim has taken a softer stance. Despite publicly stating that no player is guaranteed a place after last season's disastrous campaign, he has shown confidence in the current #1 goalkeeper. "I've made more mistakes than them in recent games. I really trust Andre." However, trust does not mean immunity to competition put in the big picture. Goalkeeping is clearly not Manchester United's weakest area, but it is certainly not an area that can be a focal point of trust. Decisive mistakes make it difficult for fans to confidently place their trust. Ultimately, Andre Onana's future at Manchester United remains up in the air. He deserves another chance to prove himself, something Rúben Amorim and Edwin van der Sar both agree. But preparing alternative plans is something that cannot be delayed if we do not want to repeat the tragedy of last season. It may not be necessary to replace immediately, but it is certainly necessary to be ready for all possibilities. No one in football is immune to defeat. Not even a goalkeeper who started in a Champions League final, and at Old Trafford, patience has its limit.